Hey everyone, I'm Mike Proulx,
Hey, and I'm Matt Selheimer.
and we just published a report called the AI CMO. It is a no BS take on what the current and future impact of AI is on the CMO role. And I'm curious, as we did this research with a bunch of our team members between B2B and B2C, what was your number one takeaway?
The reality is this is just as much an opportunity for CMOs as it is a risk for CMOs. Tried and true tactics that we've relied upon as marketers are no longer as relevant.
I would say from a risk standpoint, the biggest risk to the CMO is not leading through change.
Don't let the change happen to you, but be the cause of the change in the organization. Change takes time. Change requires leadership. And the CMO needs to be leading that conversation and not be passive and assuming that their peers are going to drive that forward.
I find it very interesting when we hear about CMOs who are, in effect, outsourcing the AI responsibilities of change management to their digital person. And what this takes in terms of the massive transformation that AI is and will continue to do to the marketing function is that the CMO role itself has to be a change agent first.
Yeah. When we did the research interviews for this report, we definitely heard from several CMOs who were being very active in their own personal use of AI. They talked about how it helped them to analyze information more quickly, understand what's going on in the market, that it was a sounding board for ideas, in some cases, maybe even replacing peer conversations that they would normally have had.
Personal AI use for the CMO is imperative in order for them to be able to lead through change and understand where humans have to be part of the process versus what things can the CMO let go of to a certain extent executionally in favor of AI agents.
It's one thing to define a vision, but it's another thing to actually get your hands dirty. Build an agent yourself and see what that experience is like and learn from that so you have some understanding and empathy for your team as well.
We see the fact that the biggest opportunity around AI and the CMO role is that it is going to give them a new level of growth accountability. And this is something that CMOs have been demanding for years upon years.
One CMO told us, I think the word he used was turning the knobs. He said that I expect in the future that I and others in marketing are going to be spending a lot less time turning knobs on things and doing a lot more strategy work and analyzing insights to be able to improve performance and letting AI handle more of that knob turning on a adaptive, dynamic basis.
We and our teams together, there were massive amounts of people involved in this, created a very detailed figure that broke down the core responsibilities of the CMO role, agnostic to B2B to B2C. And then we described the impact today on that responsibility as a result of AI, and then what we predict the future impact to be.
We had 16 different areas of responsibilities grouped into 5 buckets. So it's quite detailed. I mean, if we just take one example, right, we could talk about, how brand development and driving brand awareness and brand preference is changing.
What happens in a world where increasingly the target audience for brands become AI agents?
People are going to be finding you through answer engines. Do you even know how those answer engines are representing your brand today? Are you even tracking that?
That's true, Matt. And what's funny is how you opened up this conversation that AI poses both risk and opportunity. If we just take that brand example, in an AI mediated world, there is greater risk to the brand, but also greater opportunity. And the CMO sits at the center of that. If you're a Forrester client, you can read our full report on the AI CMO starting today and set up guidance sessions for Matt or myself or members of our team to go deeper with you on this important topic. And for everyone else, you can see some of the key takeaways in the blog post below.